Hitler did in Germany was legal.
The voice of Dr. Martin Luther King echoed down the street of Dexter Avenue as many gathered for King's 90th birthday celebration at Dexter Avenue Church and said that this is a holiday to always remember.
It helps us remember where we came from, and it makes us more thankful people to remember that we didn't always have, many of the blessings that we have today, and we can have an attitude of gratitude toward our elderly, toward the people around us, toward our whole community, and be more appreciative if we remember that people thought about us and fought for our rights, that we could be happy.
One Troy resident explains how she wanted to be sure to educate her children about the importance of this holiday.
I'm a homeschooling mom, and so being down here in the South, the civil rights movement is a big part of that, and so we wanted to learn about that, and it just so happened that we were here for the celebration of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and so we decided to drive out from Troy and just check it out.
City officials and those who attended the celebration marched from Dexter Avenue Church to the state capitol in remembrance of Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy. Among those who marched was Torian Hamilton, a native of Montgomery, who says she started a nonviolence organization after losing her son due to gun violence.
The reason I started that because I knew 50 years ago the dream that Martin Luther King had, even not among just all unit of ethnicity, is just for black on black crime anyway. So I started that educating all the youth about nonviolence and how that the negativity are going around, that we're using these illegal guns on each other.
The unveiling of Dr. King's bust took place inside of the church, and the city hopes to add to it in the future. In Montgomery, Adoria Hughes, Troy, TrojanVision News. Troy students were among the many chanting and cheering at the Alabama Higher Education Day, and Troy SGA President Gus McKenzie says this is his third year participating.
For me, it's a little bit different because I know all the SJ presidents from the other schools now. We've met at different conferences, so it's just kind of a cool little reunion situation for me. I get to see some folks that I know and get to hang out with them a little bit, but it's just really cool to see us all work together, and that's kind of the whole point of today.
Higher Ed Day is a day where college rivalries are set aside to rally for 1/3 of Alabama's funding for public institutions, including Troy.
The budget for this year has a proposed increase for several schools, including us. So I'm excited for the way the budget's moving. The economy for Alabama looks great right now, and so as long as that looks good, the money should start looking better.
14 public universities are represented here at Higher Education Day, and some Troy Trojans said they couldn't pass up the event. Troy students made sure their voices were heard, even one first-generation college student.
Today was a tremendous opportunity, especially for me being a first-generation college student. I really am appreciative of higher education. I want to fight for more funding for our college and universities across the state. It gave me an opportunity to fulfill my dreams, so I'm really thankful for being here today.
As Higher Ed Day continues to focus on students in Alabama's four-year schools, one Troy student says he enjoyed seeing everyone come together.
All the colleges come together as one body to support one major cause that all affect us, which is finances. And I know that, me personally, it's a little hard, so me to come out here is a big step. So, and plus, just the whole unity is just great.
In Montgomery, Adoria Hughes, Troy, TrojanVision News. The members of Troy University's National Association of Black Journalists got to experience production firsthand at WSFA 12 News and get a behind-the-scenes look.
I enjoy being able to look and see different perspectives of news, not just reporting, which is something that I want to do. I was able to learn about advertising, marketing, digital content specialists, producers. So it was just a great experience for me to be able to come here and learn more about news than what I thought I knew.
Students are able to be active and involved with Troy TrojanVision, but organizations such as NABJ allow students to see how professional news stations are run. 12 News anchor Sally Pitts explains how it's important for students to get involved while in college.
Get as much experience as you can, whether that's through your college television program like TrojanVision, and do one, if not two, internships, and get as much experience during that internship as you can. Try everything. You may want to be a reporter or a producer, but try your hand at photography, try your hand at production. I think that makes you more well-rounded. And if you want to be a reporter, I think in the long run, it makes you a better reporter. It makes you a better anchor. It would make you a better producer to have all of that experience.
Pitts also explains how students should be open to different areas in the news.
You may not be able to get the job you want straight out of college. I didn't. I started in production. That got my foot in the door. That's where I started. I did that 2 years before I moved up into the newsroom and became a reporter and then eventually a news anchor. So don't reject a job offer just because it's not the one you want. That could lead you to your dream job.
In Montgomery, Adoria Hughes, Troy, TrojanVision News. $5 is all it takes for students to be able to travel to Montgomery with the new service provided by the university's transportation services. And one student shares how he feels this is great for international students.
I thought it was like a real nice experience. You know, I was thinking about everybody else too, like how the foreign exchange students don't really get to usually have cars over here like that. So it's easier to like have someone else take them there to Montgomery. Being able to get back and forth from Montgomery and be able to go to East Chase and just have access to that really helps out.
Spaces are limited for the monthly bus trip, and students are given the opportunity on a first-come, first-served basis.
We take this trip the first of each month. A lot of students like to come and buy a variety of foods that's not offered in Troy, so they have a chance to shop and get the necessities that they need.
In order to travel on the bus here to Montgomery, students must show a valid bus pass. Students can use Uber or Lyft to travel to other places in Montgomery once they are dropped off.
I drop students off at a select location. Before they unload, I make a count of the students or my passengers, and I also let them know what time to plan to be back at the bus so that we all can leave at the appropriate time.
The bus departs from Montgomery around 3 p.m. from the drop-off point behind East Chase Mall. Adoria Hughes, Troy, TrojanVision News.